By special arrangement, the following is an unpaid program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the Found Footage Festival or VCR Party Live.
Oh, hello there.
Well, hello, party people.
Post party, porch party, watching stuff and talking about it. Post party, porch party, post party, porch party, post party, porch party.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Post Party Porch Party, where we watch stuff and talk about it and show off some interesting stuff. And I don't know about any of you guys, but I am an old anime guy, old otaku from before it was cool. I don't think it's cool now, but whatever.
It can
But
be.
we get like amazing stuff like Nobody's Boy Remy. This just came out. I haven't even opened it up yet, but we're now getting like Blu-ray releases of
Are we
stuff
gonna watch that?
that we never would have had. I've been an anime fan personally since about 1996, 1997. Back then, we would mail money orders to strangers that we met through internet groups. And we would get these things called fan subs on VHS. And I only have one left. I gave them all away
Are
in
we
a
going to be
fit of...
watching it?
Not this one, unfortunately, no. This is Mysterious Thief Saint Tail Volume 6. And I remember I got this one from a guy in Canada, of all places. That's when it didn't used to cost like $10 million to ship something to Canada.
Wow.
But
Canadian anime.
yeah, and some of them they went a little all out. This one I actually found at a Goodwill. But this is a fan sub of Fushigi Yugi, or however you pronounce it. I never watched it, but I know it's pretty popular with people my age. They didn't go so hard on the inner label.
They spent all of their money on the outer label.
Absolutely. But this was like, this is what people did. They would get scans of the originals, or they would mock them up in Photoshop. So being an anime fan in the 1990s was really different than it is today. Imagine if you were an anime fan in the olden days. Anime really started with Astro Boy. Most Americans probably first saw it with things like Speed Racer. But from the creator of Astro Boy was Wonder 3, which in America got dubbed as Amazing 3. Back in the 1960s, it was somehow dubbed and brought over. And then in the home video era of the 80s and the 90s, the widow of the person who had brought it over had all of the master reels of the dubbed version and took it to some companies looking to release it on VHS tape. And they said, oh, nobody's ever going to watch that. It's old black and white cartoons. So she reportedly threw them all in the dumpster. A couple of 16mm prints have shown up for some episodes, but by pure chance, somebody with a video recorder recorded some of these episodes onto their really expensive tapes and saved them. So surprisingly, they exist. But I'm not going to watch a whole episode. We're not going to do that. I just wanted to give you guys kind of a taste for it. This is the Amazing 3 or Wonder 3 in Japan.
Under orders from Galactic Control, a space saucer lands on Earth. In that saucer, Patrol A3, sent to Earth to help achieve law and order. 3 superior beings from outer space. The Amazing 3.
Spaceman with a mission. You must make a very big decision. With your solar bomb, you could destroy us. Or save the world. Or save the world. Spaceman must be wise then. Straight to human eyes will be disguised then. Bunny, bunny, pony, Ronnie laughed when Zero had no luck and became a duck. Spaceman with a mission. They must make a very big decision. First, where can he find and know their secret? And away they go to meet the foe. Amazing 3, Amazing 3, Amazing 3.
So that is the Amazing 3. And what'd you think of the theme song?
It was epic. It doesn't sound like any anime theme I've ever heard. It sounds
Yeah.
more like the old TV shows. That's interesting.
So they gave away the plot of or the premise, I should say, of the episode, but since it
Is
was
it
kind of
really
hard to
giving it
follow,
away though? Like if they
yeah, well, they were
the
explaining
theme
it.
song, like it's
Yeah.
not like it's that well guarded of a secret.
Yeah, well, they were explaining it. They decide they're going to come to Earth and spend a year here and decide whether the Earth is good or they're going to use their bomb to just blow up the whole planet.
It's
So
nice that they're giving us a chance.
Noko is the horse. He is an engineer.
Is the horse an engineer? Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
I forgot to mention. So they were spacemen, and they decided we got to look like Earth creatures. So they just captured the first 3 animals they found and basically just
Oh.
merged with them. To I don't know if those animals still lived or not. I don't know, but
I mean, I saw that they were crying in the which that was a little.
if you watch the pilot, the duck that they capture actually crosses himself before he gets sucked into the vacuum. So it's a little weird.
That's yeah, and especially like with that sort of epic music and then these like sobbing animals.
Yeah. So we have Bonnie and Ronnie. And what do you think the duck's name is?
Lonnie?
That's right, it's Zero. So Bonnie, Ronnie, and Zero. In Japanese, to be fair, it was Boko, Noko, and Puko. So
That's a
Zero
little bit closer
is.
to Bonnie, Ronnie, and Lonnie, but
I just like to show off some of the weirder moments.
please do.
Are you all right?
Oh, this is scary.
Good. Gee, I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah.
you weren't hurt. May I call you Melinda?
Uh-huh.
I didn't know anyone lived in this house.
Yeah, for those who don't know, that's sort of an inside joke. That's the fans of the Found Footage Festival VCR party.
They call
But-
themselves Melindas. Yeah.
Yes.
We're like, we are Melindas, but we're also kind of, we exist as a separate but supportive entity
Yes.
to the Found Footage Festival.
Yep. But anyway, I had to throw that one in just for
You
kicks.
had to. Yeah, I get it. I appreciated it.
Look, they're going to fight. What'll we do? Zero, can't we stop the fight somehow?
The fact that she has breasts.
What we do is use our powers to stop the film right on this frame.
Oh, gosh.
Here, you deserve that, Agent Zero.
I'm grumpy.
Okay, let's go. Okay, come on. Let's go. Charge!
Come on, Kitty, go, go. That's all right. That's it. Another left. We're on the talkin. Come on, Kitty, Kitty. Oh, shall we dance, Captain Box?
Like all of a sudden they're tangling.
The screamers.
Don't look so hoity-toity. You were dancing too.
We ought to stick together now that we're both...
So yeah, it just kind of goes into those non sequitur type moments, where it
Very
just
anime.
goes. Yes.
alone. What should we do?
I don't know.
Oh, Bonnie, are you frightened?
Oh,
I'm surprised Mama didn't believe me when I was telling the truth.
Why does
I
he
won't go
have-
back and apologize. Tommy should be the one to apologize to me.
It looks like he's wearing his pants backwards.
no. I believe you.
Don't worry, Bonnie. I'll take care of you. Let's you and I explore the whole world together.
Yes. Everybody's reactions. I should add, it's really kind of weird because Kenny is is a kid and Boko is an adult alien, but she crushes on him the entire show, which is kind of weird, but
Very furry.
It's portrayed very innocently, but it's kind of weird.
Just whenever there's characters like that are like anthropomorphized, so many like cartoonists decided that's how we're going to portray that. It's just like giving them boobs and eyelashes just to make sure that we know.
Well, I can say that my daughter has commented, well, I can tell that character's female because she has eyelashes.
And
they would not give male characters eyelashes, but they would give female characters prominent eyelashes. And I'm like,
right?
You're not wrong.
Yeah, no, she's not wrong. And like, there's so many men out there with these beautiful eyelashes. Like, I get a little jealous. It's like it's not even like a correct trope.
You playing? Here we go. And it happened one night.
I'll fix them.
Hey, what happened?
What? Gee, I don't know.
Hurry, jump in.
Okay.
We sure are lucky they stopped.
Yes, it was lucky.
Oh!
There's more. That's all.
You saved us both.
Did you get hurt anywhere?
No, I'm okay, Bonnie. You have another superpower, don't you, Bonnie?
Yes, I do. It's my hypnodynamism. Does that make me seem like a monster to you?
Oh, no, Bonnie. You're not just an ordinary rabbit, you know. You're special.
I wish I wasn't a rabbit at all. I wish I was a real human girl. 'Cause if I was... If I were a real girl, Kenny and I would be more than just friends.
So, I don't think this comes as any surprise to you, but Boko is kind of the Japanese equivalent to how a lot of furries in America really go nuts over Robin Hood, Disney's Robin Hood. This is kind of their patient zero for furry fandom in Japan is Boko / Bonnie. So I can understand why. I mean, it's kind of obvious. If furries existed then, this was clearly aimed at them.
I'm pretty sure they did.
Come on, let's get out of here.
But yes, that is the Amazing 3 / Wonder 3. And unfortunately, like I said, it's not available officially in America. If you do some of them are up on YouTube. They're pretty easy to find. I do actually recommend seeking it out, but I'll warn you, these were some of the better looking clips from episodes. Some of the episodes are like watching through layers of hospital gauze. They're pretty bad.
Yeah.
But so what did you think of that?
Thought it was interesting to see some anime from before color was invented.
My parents got married in the late 1970s, and my mom used to say that she got married for color TV because my dad owned a color TV and she didn't. She still had a black and white.
The same. I would have done the same. I once dated a man because he had a giant television.
My first experiences with anime would be basically through Nick Jr. and Nickelodeon, back when Nickelodeon used to show Pinwheel and stuff like that. And I was just thinking about just the sheer number of shows on there. It was really kind of odd. There were a lot of British shows, and there were a lot of Canadian shows, and a lot of dubbed Japanese shows. And I suspect the reason for all of them was because it was probably cheap programming.
Probably.
And children's programming in the 80s on cable was basically, how can we get as much content as we can out there as cheap as possible? Kind of like what Tubi is doing now.
Yeah,
And
I like that. That just sort of sounds like a business model. But
yeah, because they had to fill time, and so we got some good
between
stuff.
commercials.
Yeah, we got some good stuff that way, and we got some trash. But for some reason, we got not one but two koala shows, two koala anime at the same time. I don't think there's been a koala anime made since, and
Women had a focus group.
I enjoy it.
The koalas were the thing.
I think the real reason is that there were some koalas given to like the Tokyo Zoo or something like that, and people were excited about it in Japan, so it kind of created a fad. But there are two of these, and I want you to tell me which one you would rather watch. So I'm going to start off, and I'll tell you which one I preferred at the end after you tell me.
Brand new day, time to play with Pooh Bear and his friends. Where summer never ends. Koala show you how to fly a plane, catch a wave. There's nothing we won't try. Lots to do, fun starts here with you and me. Look up there, way up high, koalas in balloons. Laughter's on its way to you. Laura, Nick and Roo, Mimi and Floppy too, waiting here for you. Brand new day, time to play with Pooh Bear and his friends. The fun and laughter never ends. Koalas lead the way on this sunny day. We all love to play.
So that was Adventures of the Little Koala, which was on Nickelodeon. But this is the other koala-based anime.
You really don't get a lot of backstory with this one, do you?
What's that?
You really don't get a lot of backstory with these lyrics.
So that was Noozles. So between Adventures of the Little Koala and Noozles, which one are you watching?
I would say Adventures of the Little Koala, just because Noozles just sort of looks like it's a show about flying and nuzzling, and
Okay, so the plot of Noozles is basically this girl, Sandy, gets a stuffed koala. He comes to life. He's actually like some alien koala from Koala Walla Land. I'm not making that up. It got weird at the end because her grandfather was trapped in Koala Walla Land, and that's why you see her at one point wearing the koala mask. It's a weird show. Adventures of the Little Koala is pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of kids having adventures. They just happen to be animals. And as a kid, I did watch and enjoyed both. I preferred Adventures of the Little Koala. The only other one I'm going to show, this goes out to my little sister because she loved this show. It's kind of a weird knockoff. There was a group of toys in the 1980s and 90s called Sylvanian Families. They are now called Calico Critters. But they're basically the little animal families.
Yeah.
That's a Japanese toy line. And the knockoff of it was called Mapletown. And
those were related. Makes sense.
The toys are very, very similar to each other. But my sister
ever have either. I'm just familiar with them from like kids I babysat.
Yeah, my sister loved these. This was kind of her toy of her childhood. You know, Rainbow Bright and Strawberry Shortcake have kind of been remarketed to millennials as we get older. But Mapletown is kind of stuck in licensing hell. So her childhood favorite, she doesn't get a t-shirt of that. But anyway, this is the extremely catchy intro to Mapletown.
Wait to get to Mapletown, my favorite place to be, Mapletown and me. Living each day, we laugh and we play, my favorite place to be, Mapletown and me. Can't wait to get to Mapletown, my favorite place to be, Mapletown and me. Living each day, we laugh and we play, my favorite place to be, Mapletown and me.
Cute.
It's a cute little show. It just, outside of a couple VHS releases and some episodes that people found that were recorded off air, the American version is kind of pretty much lost. I'll be honest, if it came out, I would probably buy one, give one to my sister, and my brother would probably buy one and not watch it. So that's kind of what anime was like before you were born.
I'm glad I'm caught up.
Yes. So why don't you show a little bit about your anime memories?
My first experience with anime was with Cardcaptors.
Secrets of the cloud were all a mystery.
Very
But
2000s.
when this mighty book was
Or late
opened, the
90s,
powers were set free.
If we get copyright strikes, it's your fault.
What?
If we get copyright strikes, it's your fault.
I got this off of YouTube.
Okay. I love the early like CGI.
Right? You can tell they were kind of trying to do, like, they were trying to recapture the magic of the Pokemon theme song that was around about this time. That theme song was the 4Kids butchered version of Cardcaptor Sakura. And I didn't see the original until I was like 30. And they took out so much of what made the show charming. Like, there was a couple of like romantic, undertones to it. They just made it into like an action show when I was a kid, and I loved it. But like, I still felt a little bit, betrayed, because like there was so much more good stuff in this show that they didn't show us.
I do remember this being one of the ones that were traded around as fan sub VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And having the fan base really angry at the adaptation.
Yeah, there was like this adorable relationship between her brother and his friend, and it was deemed too gay for, for the States. But it was so cute. Actually, with my adult money, bought myself a Clow book, like a book of Clow. So this is where all of the cards that they capture live, is in this book. And it's super cool because you can like open it up, and it's like got a physical, like, it's a replica of what's in the series. She had to go through this whole adventure to get cards, and it's like, I just bought them off of Etsy. The art is super cool on these. Like,
there we go.
And it's always like the something or other.
One of these years, we will figure out how this whole streaming recording thing works.
Well, that's the thing. We only do it once a month. So if we want this to go smoothly, we would have to do it more often. Maybe when we don't have, full-time jobs, we also have to do. Speaking of full-time jobs, when I was supposed to be working today, I was going through Tenor, the GIF platform, and I found some Cardcaptors gifs, or Cardcaptor Sakura gifs. So yeah, you just watch Yuki eat bread over and over again. It's pretty cute.
He can fit a lot of bread in that mouth, huh?
Right. And it just keeps coming
Slaps
back.
the roof on this. You can fit a lot of bread in this. Sweet potato eating unseasoned chicken.
Really enjoying it too.
I don't get that, but okay.
I don't know who Sweet Tato is, but I think this is a gift card that somebody just like put their own text on the bottom of this existing gift frame rate on these are very low, but that's okay. We got them. Here's another one from
The Meow Mix theme song, or
oh, it might be, but it's like, yeah, she actually does have a cat outfit, and I don't think that's it.
no?
And here's a blingy version of the little creature that she's got. And Kiro, he just sort of acts as like a friend and guide in the capturing of the cards and all that. Kiro,
He's the magical girl sidekick.
Yes, basically, yes. Believe the magic. A beautiful day for you. I miss you. Okay, and you remember what I said about the gay? There you have it, folks. They kissed. My next experience with anime is with the most normie anime that exists. Most people know about Pokemon. There's a bunch of gifs, too, that people have made.
Are these people I should know who they are? Or
I was going to ask you that. I'm not really sure.
Put in the comments if you know who they are.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I love that they gave Zubat back there a mouth. Like, it's made me chuckle.
It's just unsettling.
So when I was a little kid, I once asked my mom, why did those donuts look like that? And she didn't even look up from what she was doing. And she told me, well, things look different in Japan. As it turns out, those are actually onigiri. I find out, years later. This was 4 kids doing us wrong.
Kids today, they have it too good, We had to pretend that was a donut.
Yeah. Then people are making fun of the fact that 4 kids made these onigiri into donuts. I would assume that this GIF has something to do with Pokemon Go. First rank hoopsters are waiting for you in the court with their Pokemon.
My wife and my daughter have been playing Pokemon Go together.
Oh my god, cute.
And it's like, what, 10 years after it came out or something? But hey, they're having fun.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I do remember that was a pretty fun game.
Yeah, when did it come out?
Let me guess, 2017.
Yeah, so 2016, it's saying.
2016, I was 1 year off.
Yep.
I would always catch the best Pokemon when the bus would go over the Mississippi River, over the bridge of the Mississippi River when I was going to work. There was always really powerful Pokemon over that bridge. Maybe I should try going back there someday and just sit on a bench by that bridge and see what I can catch.
There's something poetic there, but I don't know what it is. But
yeah, the imagery of the bridge and the river and this made me chuckle.
Unfair Pokemon rights or something, I don't know.
Maybe.
Bad working condition for Pokemon, they have to beat each other.
Hey, that is a good point. Yeah,
that kind of was always the elephant in the room about Pokemon. Is it's essentially cockfighting or something. So
they explained it away as oh, well, the Pokemon won a battle, and it's
yeah, and they're okay afterward.
Huh?
And they're okay afterward. They just go to the Pokemon Center. But to me, it's it's been explained like professional wrestlers, where they'll say that even though the outcomes are predetermined, it still hurts.
Yeah, that's fair.
So you can't jump off the top of the ring and land on somebody and have it not hurt both of you. So with the Pokemon, it's obviously got to hurt them.
Yeah,
but whatever. It's just a game. It's fun,
and it's also they don't even exist. I hope I'm not breaking anybody's heart by telling them that. But Pokemon aren't real. I think this it's called a Breloom. This is a little bit past my. I was just looking at all things Pokemon. I considered not including this one, but I had to. Just because
I can do the original 150 Pokemon plus Mew, so 151.
The only
The
reason
first
I know
gens.
that this is Breloom is because I downloaded this GIF
Mhm.
and it said in the file, Breloom unionize.
Okay.
So I'm taking that as at its word. So the last items I've got are just some random old anime pictures. These are a little bit more 90s centric.
Hmm.
So these ones were sent to me by Farmer Dan. Shout out
Nice.
to him. Yeah, and he found me some computer girls.
I like
Oh.
that the mouse is backwards on
Oh my god, it
that's nice.
is. Well, she's kind of leaning backwards too. So like maybe she was just like sort of using it and then set it down for
Yeah.
the picture. Who's to say?
I will say that skirt is a little weird. I mean, it looks like she's just wrapped a garbage bag on her or something.
Yeah,
But
and her knee is in an interesting spot. But like I love the energy of it.
in the very billowy shirt and stuff. But that was 90s fashion.
Right, and here's another one.
This one's cute. I'll say that. You
A
know,
little bit ahigao, but
I will say, is that how you pronounce it? I've never heard it pronounced out loud, so
I know that it's ahigao because of a song.
okay. Are you gonna demonstrate that or
No.
okay?
Nice try.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get the numbers up. That's all.
No, that's for the paid show.
Okay. And the computer that's out in the field.
She brought her computer out to the field. Yeah, these are
Be a Gateway 2000.
very...
If you got the Gateway 2000 joke, by the way, make sure you take your Metamucil.
Here's an anime girl who's pissed off at a sheep.
Nice.
There's no computer here. It's just sheep.
Mm-hmm. I will say that because we're on such a shoestring budget, my lamp that was over here just turned off. So I don't know what's up with that.
So you get what you get, party people.
You get what you get, and you don't
and
get
you'll
upset.
like it or not, I guess.
There we go.
Last picture I have, I managed to find this just in the Internet Archive.
Nice.
I don't. It's a loose file. I don't know what it's from. It says Blade, as horny as we want to be.
Okay, that's a different show. So that was pretty cool.
I tried.
So,
Put that together.
Yeah. So you can kind of see what you missed out on in the old days, and you know the kind of community that it was out there was absolutely amazing. You could watch a show and you were never going to meet another person in real life who was watching the same things, but you could find some people and you kind of watched the same things. I was paying $6 per tape of 4 episodes, and now you can get Crunchyroll for what, $100 a year or something like that. We're really spoiled right now. The amount of even just free shows that are on Tubi, but it all had to start somewhere, and it started out with a really annoying duck and a really inappropriate rabbit. But that's pretty much what I've got. So definitely let us know if any of you guys were old otaku or newer weeaboos, and weeaboos, I should say.
Weeaboos.
Yeah. Otaku was what we called ourselves back in the 90s. Weebs is a new term. It's like waifu. That was otaku dream girl. Most
still?
people was. I probably.
I always thought so. I mean, I love me a good waifu. Like who doesn't?
Yeah. Yeah. So let us know if you got any ideas for future episodes.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments.
We're running out. No, I'm kidding. We're not. We're not running out.
All right. Well, with that said, spacemen with a vision, they must make a very big decision.
And I'm going to say, as horny as we want to be, and everybody pack up, go home.